Arizona Outdoors, brought to you by Tony Corey Buick GMC, B&M Traders, Nevitz East Valley Marine, Valley Yamaha Mesa, Cardin Homes, and Anglers and Hunters Marine. This week, Arizona Outdoors comes to you from the high grassland hills of Patagonia, located 56 miles southeast of Tucson. You guessed it, Mearns Quail Country. To manage this large group of hunters, we've got two of Arizona's finest guides, Dan and Dean Priest. You can bet that if you're with the Priest brothers and their dogs, you're gonna find quail. A special guest this week hails from Illinois, where he's the product manager for Winchester, Mike Jordan. Mike brought a friend of his, Leo Harrison III. Leo's a champion trap shooter, All-American, and world record holder. And finally, Ralph Tanner. Ralph is president of Ralph Tanner and Associates and handles the marketing for Arizona Outdoors. Coming from Missouri, Illinois territory, Mike's hunted bobwhite and blue quail, but never Mearns. Dan explains the difference.
It'll be in smaller coveys. We'll be hunting in rocky terrain. We'll be shooting in brush, oak trees, as opposed to, you know, bobwhite's usually fence rows.
Out in the open?
Yeah, on easy
birds
footing.
Fly into the brush pretty much?
Oh, yeah, yeah. There's, I'd say more than half your shooting will be through the trees.
I tried to find this when I heard I was coming out here for a Mearns quail, and I couldn't find anything on it. The only thing I could find was a harlequin that I didn't know what it was.
That's Mearns quail.
That's a Mearns quail,
yeah.
Just a local name?
Just a different name for them.
It's a pretty bird.
Yeah, yeah. Another name is fool's quail.
Mm-hmm. How big will they run compared to bobwhite? About the same? Or?
No, they're a little bigger.
A little bigger?
Yeah,
Good.
They're a bigger
Good.
bird. A little easier target. They stay out. They stay
if they stay out of the
tree.
brush, huh? Okay, good.
Yeah. Listen, guys, what we're going to need to do, we're going to hit this ridge right ahead of us. We'll hunt that. We should hit some birds on that ridge, and it's a little unusual hunting this many over, you know, all in one group. And so what we're going to need to do is once the dogs are on point. Now they'll hold a point pretty good, or we hope. And what we'll do is we'll want 2 guns on a covey rise. If we get more than that, we could end up getting a dog shot, or it's just too confusing to hunt with.
So you call up a couple guys to shoot when you get a point?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Hunt with any more than 2 guns going at a time. Now these dogs will break when the gun goes off. I mean, they'll get out and you know, be out there. So that's another reason we only want to hunt with or have 2 guns on the covey rise.
Good.
But I'm ready to go.
Me too. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
The first day, Dan and Dean brought 2 of their dogs, Ben and Sam. Both are a mix of English Pointer and German Shorthair. Let's see how they do.
Walk right on in where the dogs are. The bird. Uh-oh. You hear that?
I hear one down.
I heard one go wild.
Maybe you go in, Leo, and let Mike kind of stay back.
They might be under that tree right there.
There they go, running up the hill. Nice cover.
Good.
Get him, Leo.
There's 2 down up there.
Good 2 down, 1 shot.
Is that a percentage or what?
Holy shit.
Man, I'll tell you, when you shoot through the tree, I'll tell you, that's unbelievable shooting. Well, come on, Ben. Come on, boy. Come on, Ben. Ben. You don't want to give it to Sam. Come on, Ben. Come on, boy. Atta boy. Good dog. Good dog.
Nice
A hen and a rooster.
Are you sure? I thought they were both roosters.
That was 2 in 1 shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 in 1 shot through the trees. It's got a hen and a rooster both.
This is a hen here, huh?
This is the hen. Rooster's got, look at the difference in the color on those two.
Hey, nice shooting, Leo. That's going to be a hard act to follow. Hey, we're running into quite a few more birds now.
Well, we're getting into the afternoon, and last night we had a cold night, ground froze, and the birds haven't fed yet. If you feel their crop, there's nothing in there, and I think we'll later on, we really about 2, 3, 4 o'clock's the best time to be hunting.
Cold weather really affects them.
Oh
then.
yeah.
I'll be darned.
Anytime the ground freezes, you might as well not start early. Noon and after is the best time to be hunting.
Well, let's see if we can catch up with those dogs or we're going to get behind.
I think old Sam, he's probably over on point right now somewhere. Watch out for that cat claw.
Ugh. Is this just bad stuff that's been eating us up out here?
Yeah, it is. Pretty nasty stuff.
Look at his fur trousers there, boy. I mean,
Yeah.
were they?
In Arizona, they call this wait a minute bush as well as cat claw, and you can see why. They got little hooks on the end of those things, and they will pull you up short.
And you're supposed to step on the stem and push it down so that you can get around it, huh?
If at all possible, do that.
Where we need to go, Reed, is right back out across this. See that shaded hillside over there? Okay. We need to work our way up into that shade. Maybe around down through here to get there, but. Got dogs on point here. Reed, Ralph, better get over here.
Where do you want us
They're
to go
both-
in?
Sam's on point here and Ben's on point there. Why don't one of you go low and one of you go high?
All right, I'll duck under here.
Could be some tree shooting. Got that one.
That's the only one that went this way.
Dead bird, Ben. Come on, Ben. Dead. Dead bird, Ben. Atta boy. Come on, Ben. Come on. Ben, you're gonna bring it to Dean. Come on, Ben. Come on. He knows who feeds him.
Can tell who feeds him, huh? Atta boy.
He brings it to the guy that empties the dog food in front of him.
A hen.
That way I can get birds without even shooting.
Ralph, you saw 3 of those go right back up this way, didn't you?
Yes, they went right over here. There were 3 of them.
Come on, Ben. Ralph, you did get one of those birds.
Hey, that's great.
Come on,
I thought
Ben.
I hit one.
Yeah, you got him. Here he is. Atta boy, Ben. Nice male.
I knew that I knocked down about half that tree out there.
Yeah, that's
a
what you
beauty.
got to do on those birds.
Yeah, that's great that dog found the bird.
Well, they went on up over the hill, I think, didn't they? You gonna ease on in there? The bird's still running. Boy, he's liable to come up anywhere. That bird's still running. Singles run right into the field.
Might have hit him.
That's one of those shots where you shoot and find out later, huh? Dead bird, Sam. Dead?
Come on, Sam.
That up, boy. Come on.
Good boy.
Come on, Sam.
Boy, your dog's doing a good job today, Dan.
That was
Super.
a long, long trail, wasn't it?
I was, yeah, it must have been 100 yards up over that hill and back down here.
Trailed
And pinned him down.
all
Super.
the way on the top.
Super job. Well, you couldn't ask for a nicer day than this for it.
Yep.
It's getting late, Ned. About time for one more bunch. I'd like for you to try this gun
Oh, I'd love to.
on these birds.
I'm not familiar with this gun, though. You might run me through it.
Well, this is a Winchester over and under. We make over and unders and classic doubles in Japan, and we kept this portion of the business a high price line when we sold the other part in '81.
I see.
This is a over and under, has the choke tubes in the end for whatever choke you want to shoot, and this is a safety. It just very low to the right and forward, fires the under barrel first.
All right.
Why don't you take it and try it on the next bunch?
Oh, I'd love to. Well, this is a dandy.
You'll like it.
Well, let's catch up with the guys over here.
Ned didn't have a chance to shoot the first day, but here's a look at the others.
Is that for the bird?
Good shot, Leo.
You know what happened there? When they were on those birds,
They cut them in half.
they had those two that was moving out across here. And then they began to work out toward these two, and the rest of the covey stayed back.
I got that modified in there. I got that modified. Cool, Dan.
Arizona Outdoors will be right back.
I'm ready to get some more of those birds.
Well, let's get out of here.
Well, we got a fresh dog, we might as well get him to work.
There are some advantages to two-day quail hunts. The first is you can sleep late after climbing up and down the hills the day before. The second is you learn things from the previous day.
Well, you guys were right yesterday having me change these chokes more open. This is open bird, open choke shooting. That's around these trees and stuff. Really works good.
They're really handy just to switch them like that.
Yeah, I'd have been disappointed I've been out here with tight chokes and on this kind of shooting.
Wouldn't you think that you'd probably hit another 50% more birds with
Yeah,
an
the
open
sight
choke
pictures
like
I've
that
had,
than-
easy, yeah,
than with
you bet.
even a modified would be a little.
Ned wanted to try this yesterday, but he never got any shooting. Here, Ned, you need to try this today.
Yeah, I really do. I want to try that gun again today. Maybe my luck will change today.
Let's get into that next bunch.
Hey, they went over that hill. Let's go on up there. What do you think?
Get them.
Looks like Sam's already there.
You got 20 gauge shells?
Yeah, I've
you got them. It's not as steep as yesterday, is it?
Well, I'll tell you, these hills are at times a little tiring.
Yep.
Here's a roost right here.
Where?
Down here.
Right there?
See this, Leo?
Yep, they
You
spent
got
the
a-
night there, huh?
Yeah, quail feather right in it.
Right on this hillside.
See, they're dropping. It's hollowed out there. A lot of what you might hear would say that they'll just roost in the bottom. But I'll tell you, there's no one place in particular where they're going to roost. They could roost right on the side like this, or in the bottom, or just like we saw last night.
Just roost anywhere,
On
huh?
the top.
Or up
Right
on
up
the
on
top, or
top.
just wherever they...
Yep.
Yep.
Wherever they
A
please.
varmint would have a hard time getting to these on this hillside, wouldn't they?
Yep. They got them, I think they got the predators full when they get in a place like this.
Let's go find one of these roosts where the birds are still in it.
A fresh one?
Yeah, real fresh one.
Hey, we got a point down here. 2 dogs on point.
Look at those dogs right there. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Here, Mike, take this 12 gauge and go in with Ned.
Oh, good. I'll finally get a gun I can get one with. Here, give me
Here,
some
take a
shells,
couple
quick.
extra bullets.
Okay, Ned,
Joe.
why don't you move right on in on them, and Mike, you go right on around in that clearing there.
Double. Good shot. It's a double. There's got to be other birds in here, though. Be ready. There's birds are spread out. Up.
Good shot.
Flip. Good shot, man.
The other one went down that way.
Dead bird.
Atta boy, Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Come on, Sam. Dead bird.
Yeah, he'll got your bird there.
Here. Come on, Sam. Okay. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Good. That's a nice cockner. Nice rooster.
Nice point, Sam. What did he have those nice?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
We get 3 of them?
Yeah.
You're all 3 already?
Another one right there.
Dead.
There it is.
Dean, we were looking for some birds to mount. Is this this pretty good one?
Yeah, it is. That's a good hen. The back feathers are still in good shape. Good mountable bird. We probably ought to wrap this thing up and save it in paper towel.
Why the paper towel, Dean?
Well, we want to keep the feathers straight, keep them from getting bloody with other birds around them, keep all the stuff out of your vest from messing them up. Some taxidermists say they like to see a little bit of paper towel in their mouth.
Now, why is that?
To keep the blood from coming out too much, but we'll go ahead and put a little bit in this hen's mouth. A sock works real good if any of us wanted to give up the sock, but since we don't have any
I
extra
need mine
socks,
for the rest of the day.
Too, so
you're not a kid.
we'll just use a paper towel.
Good.
Well, Mike, that's a nice one.
That's a nice bird.
You can enjoy that back home, and
I sure can't have everybody ask me, what is that?
Yeah. Find a good male bird to go with her and look real good.
Yep, good.
all right.
Let's find that rooster bird.
Let's do
Go
it.
get him. I think he went right there.
Yep.
Mike, how often should we clean these shotguns?
Well, it's not really necessary to clean them for functioning, but plastic shells don't absorb any moisture, and when the powder goes off, it leaves a little moisture in there, so you should spray a little light oil in the chambers or run a patch through the bores after you use them. That'll prevent rust. These new guns have chrome bores, and they're really pretty impervious to moisture. The older guns can rust up if you don't spray a little oil or something in there.
Well, that's really interesting.
Just go on in there. Where's Leo? Right straight up on there. Okay.
Good shot.
Look at that Leo go. Last 2 bullets.
Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. If the dumb bird would have kept flying, I could have killed the second one, but he went right down by the dog. Come on, Ben.
Get through, Leo.
I almost didn't get in.
Huh?
Look at that rock. I stepped on that thing and went just like that. Here, Sam. Sam.
Susie. Ned shot at Susie. Or Reed shot at Susie.
I kill a female.
Is that one yours, Reed? That's a cock, isn't it? Good shooting, Reed.
Thank you. I'll tell you, I almost fell on my face when that thing flushed.
I heard a big noise over here.
Hey, Leo, nice shot. You're on the cleanup committee up there, huh?
Where's the other bird, Leo? You shot twice, didn't you?
I got one. Didn't they bring it down to you?
Where's the other one?
Where's the second one?
Was
You
that-
shot twice.
Is that a first for the trip?
Hey, Leo, did you miss?
We can't have that, Leo. You know that.
We better go check his holes.
We better go check his gun. He's slipping.
If he missed, that's I think the first one he's missed.
You must have a wind choke loose.
He pulled up at the last minute. It was a hen.
You know what I like? You know what I like the best about it right now? He got a bullet.
Yeah, we got him fixed now.
All right, Leo. Now we got you right where we want you, huh?
Hey, you're out of ammunition, Reed. We take care of you. Nice shooting.
Let's go get some more.
I'll give you guys
Here,
good
you want my
advice.
gun? Here, you take my gun. Here's
Somebody
some ammo
say
for that.
Leo was out of shells.
Yep. We got him right where we want him now.
The way he's been knocking them over, he better have a full bag.
You know, these dogs have really performed admirably today. But you know, Ben is really sore-footed. Dean, have you ever thought of putting shoes on him?
Yeah, I use shoes on him occasionally. If he got any worse than he is, I'd put some shoes on his feet. But I think if a guy uses shoes too often, the dogs will just get too dependent on them.
Well, by golly, you know, that brings up another interesting point. You know, we go out with a number of different animal trainers, and I notice that you guys are real quiet with your dogs, and there seems to be a little difference of opinion. One of the set of these trainers say that, hey, if you want a dog to be a good bird dog, you need to make him a family pet. And others think just the opposite. They think that's the ruination of a dog. What's your opinion of that, Dan?
I really believe a dog ought to be a pet. There's nothing more to it. I mean, we keep these in a kennel, but the girls play with them, and they're good bird dogs.
Well, that's really interesting. It's kind of interesting, another thing, that the guys that are real quiet with their dogs seem to believe as you do.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a day to go out and hunt, isn't it? A lot of look here. He still thinks there's a. He still thinks
What a
there's
hunt.
bird here.
Thanks for joining us this week, and thanks to our guests, Dan and Dean Priest, Mike Jordan, Leo Harrison III, and Ralph Tanner. See you next week on Arizona Outdoors.